Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Eagles in Digital Business. A Candid chat with.
All
All
of
of
us.
us.
Thank you, everyone, and happy and blessed Sunday to for those who are on Sunday, and happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday. So today we're bringing you the following topic.
So, our topic for today is from doubt to determined. That is rewiring your inner dialogue.
Okay, so that's our topic for today. So before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So hi everyone, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Yours sincerely here. I am Musmola, originally from Nigeria, but now I reside and I work in the USA. I've been a healthcare worker, actually an MRI and mammography specialist for over 2 decades. But now I've added the cap of a digital business ownership to it.
Oh, Khadijatu,
On
you're
mute.
you're muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, everyone. My name is Khadija Jallo, originally from West Africa, Sierra Leone. Now I live in New York, USA. I live with my family. I have 4 kids and I work as a rehab. And I'm a proud digital business owner.
Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico, now residing in North Carolina with my family. I am a digital business owner and a mentor.
Karen?
Hello, everyone. My name is Karen. I'm originally from the Caribbean island of Antigua. Of this business, I am a full-time working mom and a wife, and I've spent many years in customer services.
Thank you, everyone. So, we also want to remind everyone that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays we have our live webinars. So, if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is just put in the comments more info or send us a private message, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Or you can register directly into our websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address. We'll send you that invitation to our free webinar. So we do have free webinars every Tuesdays and Thursdays in North America or Wednesdays and Fridays in UK. So depending where you are. So the times in UK you will be catching the replay, and in North America it goes from 5 p.m. PST all the way to 8 p.m. EST. Okay, so when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to um, register to the webinar. So that one will take you to a page that will have two buttons. So there you can register for either day or for both. The second link is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, you can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably wondering if there's what is it that you're going to find out on the webinar. On the webinar, you're going to find out how an online business plan works, and also you have the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So, if you want to catch the replay from this past Thursday's live webinar before this coming Tuesday's live webinar, if you're in North America, or Friday and this Wednesday if you are in UK, here were the hosts and panelists for that day.
Okay, so this past Thursday on our live webinar, we had Nim as our host. She is an engineer from Australia. We also had Gayani, who is a teacher aide in Australia. We had Ajisha, who is a compliance manager in Australia, and Jem, who is an electrical engineer in Australia.
We also have Amanda and administrator from New Zealand, from Canada. We have, I'm sorry, Amanda is from Canada, administrator from New Zealand. Maria, a business owner from Canada, and Roshi, IT professional, Australia.
Yeah, thank you, Saval. Thank you, Khadijatu. So, if you're catching the replay from this past Thursday or Friday, depending where you are in the world, our replays has subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So there you go. So again, if you want to learn how you can start your online business, all you have to do is just put in the comments more info, send us a private message, or register directly into our website. All right, so let's find out what is our topic for today. So, Karen, what is our topic for today?
Oh, once more, our topic for today is from doubt to determined. That means rewiring your inner dialogue.
Okay. So, Khadijato, let's find out what is the message for today for this topic to start.
The longest conversation you have every day in the one you have with yourself is that voice is full of doubt, hesitation, or fear. It's become very hard to build confidence, consistency, or success.
Yes, thank you. So, yeah, so welcome back to another episode of the Eagles in Digital Business. And happy and blessed Sunday for those who are on Sunday, and happy and blessed Friday for those who are on Friday. We do have a comment here from Pat Keating. She say, "One for each of you lovely ladies." Thank you so much, Pat Keating.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Pat.
Thank you. Thank you.
um, okay, so self doubt is something everyone experiences. So we all go through life, with self doubt, different, parts of our life or stages of our life. But research shows inner dialogue can be rewired. And when it changes, decisions, confidence, and follow through change with it. So it's a matter of, changing those things that, it have been rewired in our brain for so many years, from generation to generation. So today we're breaking down 5 proven truths about shifting your inner voice from doubt to determination. So for that, we're going to be talking about the following points. Karen?
You
Okay,
are
so
muted.
today's point, the first one is self-talk directly impacts performance. And number two, negative inner dialogue increases stress and avoidance. Number three, reframing thoughts builds emotional resilience. And number four, determination strengthens through repetition. And lastly, point number five, supportive environments reinforce positive inner dialogue.
Yeah, so those are the points we're going to be talking today. So let's dive in with point number 1.
Okay, for the first point, self-talk directly impacts your performance. That means what you have in mind, no matter what anybody is telling you from outside, if you are not convinced, if your mind is telling you something is talking to you from your brain, from your inner mind, that though they are telling you that you can do it, your mind is saying, no, I can't. They are telling you that everybody is doing it, everybody is succeeding, and your mind is saying, that is them. I am different. I cannot. They said, get up and do this. You say, no, because your mind is telling you you cannot. That thought alone is paralyzing you. It's making you not to be able to move. Not because you cannot move, but because your mindset is gluing you down. So your brain responds to your internal language the same way it responds to external feedback. Just like when you touch something that you know is hot, even if you don't know before you touched it, you I mean, the first thing is to first of all check back, because your brain says that is danger, and you check back. The same way, when your inner mind is telling you that no, I cannot do it, automatically your brain is withdrawing and is telling your muscles not to move. Don't go there because you cannot. So what you repeat internally becomes your perceived reality. There are some people, when they can hear very well, I have somebody that can hear very well, but they will just say, no, I cannot hear. Even though they are hearing what you are saying, they will say, I cannot hear. I cannot hear. Very soon, they will not be able to hear, because they have structured, they are wired their mind, their mindset to say they cannot do it. I was in a vehicle with somebody, she was driving, I was sitting down on the passenger side, and I said, that is where we are going. She said, so how do I cross this busy crossway? I said, the same way you've been coming all along. She said, no, I cannot. I cannot, I can. She started screaming. I said, so park. So she had to go into the nearest shopping mall and she parked. And I said, but you've been driving all along. But because she felt she cannot go through, because there are so many, I said, everybody that is driving out there, they can see. And there's traffic lights. So, but she said she cannot, and she wouldn't be able to do it. So, sports psychology research shows positive and constructive self talk can improve performance by up to 20%. When a high jump athlete sees the hurdle up there, the pole is up there, and she's coming, running, and saying, she's looking ahead and say, I can do it. You see that she will leverage up and do it no matter what. But if you keep on saying you can't, then you won't be able to do it.
Yeah.
That's my take.
Thank you, Musumola. So yeah, so Musumola just talk about one way to rewire your inner dialogue is by doing self-talk directly, and that impacts your performance. So we usually say, kind of like do affirmations in a positive way that it will like the repetition, the more we repeat it to ourselves, the more we start believing it. And that's how, we change that, we start rewiring our mind. Okay, so let's go to point number 2.
Okay, so I'll be talking about something that affects so many of us, often without us even realizing it. And that's our inner
We're having technical connection with the internet. Are you there, Karen?
So I'm
Oh,
still here.
okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we
Yes.
can.
Sorry about that. I'm not sure what's happening with my connection this evening. Okay, so I was saying that research shows that we have thousands of thoughts every single day, and a large percentage of them are repetitive and negative. And when those thoughts go unchecked, they don't just stay in our minds, increase stress and lead to hesitation and avoidance. And that inner voice starts saying things like, I don't know enough, I'm not ready yet, what if I fail, what if it doesn't work? And I'll be honest, when I started my online business journey, I didn't have all the answers, not even close. And the fear was loud, doubt tried to overwhelm me. My mind gave me every reason to wait. But Here's what I realized: staying stuck in the same cycle year after year was far more scarier than trying something new. The stress wasn't coming from learning something different, the stress was coming from knowing I wanted more, but doing nothing about it. Negative inner dialogue creates hesitation. Hesitation turns into avoidance, and avoidance keeps us exactly where we are. I wasn't lazy, I wasn't incapable, I was just listening to fear instead of faith. So I made a decision not to be perfect, not to have everything figured out, but to take one step. And that's why I'm still here, learning, growing, and moving forward one step at a time. Confidence didn't come before action, confidence came because of action. The enemy wants us frozen in fear, but God didn't give us the spirit of fear. He gave us power, love, and a sound mind. So when that inner voice says, you can't, ask yourself, is that fact or is that fear? Because clarity doesn't come from thinking more, clarity comes from moving forward, one obedient step at a time. And that's how the cycle breaks. You don't need to silence your mind, you just need to retrain it. Okay, that's my point for today.
Thank you, Karen. So yeah, so Karen taught us about, the negative inner dialogue increases stress and avoidance. So um, many times, we, instead of saying positive words to ourselves, we tend to use negative words, and the more we say those words, the more, it reinforce, and we start believing those things, even though they're not totally true. So one way to be able to eliminate that is you have to challenge yourself, and to what we say on the previous point, start talking to positive things to yourself, that you can do it, and start removing those negative inner dialogue that you have, because that reinforces the hesitation, that reinforces the avoidance behavior, that you don't feel um, like you want to go out of the your comfort zone, because you believe that you cannot do it even though you can't. So that's what this point is about, just to when you believe on those negative, you reinforce that. So instead of doing that, you have to rewire your mind into changing those words and challenge them into being positive that you can. So kind of like this will be the opposite of what we just talked on the first point. All right, so let's move on to the third point.
Okay. Reframing thought build emotional resilience. I believe that everything is in the mind, both our friend and enemy. Because if we listen to our mind sometime, it will say like, oh, you cannot do this, you cannot go there, you're not capable of doing this. But if we listen to the positive side in our mind, we can do anything that we plan to do, more than we think we can do it. So research shows that changing how we think can significantly lower stress and anxiety feelings. So, example, like before joining this business, if I have listened to my other thought, I wouldn't have been here today, because I didn't have no experience about business. I never done anything like that before. But I listened to the other part, the one that say you can do it. If you learn it, you can. So that's why I'm here today sitting in front of you guys, because even though I didn't know it, I was willing to learn. I was willing to change my thought. So when we replace I can't do it with I will learn how to do this, your mindset will shift from negative to positive. So It can help us to stay away from fear and lower, and also help us find solution to the problem that we think that we have. This simply change strengthen emotional resilience and help you move forward with confidence. I'm confident because I changed my mindset. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Khadijatu. So yeah, Khadijatu just explained about the reframing thoughts build emotional resilience. So we saw on the first point, you have to start talking to you positive thoughts, that you can do it. And then on the second one, we just talk about, the opposite. When we start saying, negative, we believe that we cannot do it, and we want to stay in that comfort zone. And now on the third point, Khadija, to say, talk about, how to change those thoughts, so you can start changing from I can do it to I'm willing to learn, or I can do this, So when you're reframing those thoughts, that's when you start building that mindset, that resilience that you can do it. Yeah, it's not going to happen overnight, but, with practice, and saying these words to you, eventually, your thoughts are going to start reframing into being in a positive way. So
Yes.
that's the point for this. And now let's move on to point number 4.
Okay, determination strengthens through repetition. Early in my journey, I believed determination was something you either had or you didn't. I thought confident people were just wired differently. But what I've learned through experience, not theory, is that determination is built the same way muscles are built, through repetition. And I know we've been saying this word a lot today, repetition. And neuroscience shows that neural pathways strengthen every time a thought or action is repeated. So that means each time you choose to keep going, despite the doubt, the discomfort, or the low progress, you're literally training your brain to stay committed.
Mm-hmm.
At first, determination feels forced. You have to remind yourself why you started. You have to consciously choose persistence. But over time, something shifts. Something you start showing up, more natural. It becomes natural now to you, and quitting becomes less automatic. Confidence stops feeling like an effort and it starts feeling familiar. For me, determination wasn't one big brave moment. It was hundreds of small decisions to continue, watching the training again, asking another question, taking one more step when I could have stopped. The repetition changed how I think. And when I think changes, behavior follows. So, you know, it's easy to be on autopilot because I think we do this so much. But when you start being really conscious and aware of what you're thinking and what you're doing, things start to change. So confidence isn't something, you just get. Confidence is something that you have to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Confidence isn't it's not a personality trait like a lot of people think. It's a mental habit you practice until it becomes who you are. So determination grows every time you choose to continue, especially when it feels uncomfortable.
Yes, thank you, Isabel. So yeah, Isabel talk about determination, strength through repetition. So we have seen point number 1, when we start saying positive things, and then the opposite when we start saying negative things. And then Khadija to just talk about uh, when you start reframing those negative into positive. And the way to do it is what Isabel just mentioned, the repetition. Through repetition, you create that determination to remove those negative thoughts that we have, and start, changing it into a positive thoughts. So you start changing that personal trait that you had before into becoming a more positive person that you can achieve what you set your mind to. So now let's go to point number 5. So on point number 5, we're talking about supportive environments reinforce positive inner dialogue. So besides, what we say about, changing our what we say negative, reframing and start reframing those thoughts. Also, you also need a supportive environment, and that will really also help you to rewire your inner dialogue. So for a long time, my inner dialogue was shaped by pressure. Um, the pressure, in the film industry, everything moves fast, okay, and expectations are very high. And mistakes, they felt expensive. If there is a mistake, it will cost a lot to the production. So even when I work hard, my inner voice often say, do more, do better, be better, don't fall behind. But when I step into my online business, I realize something important. The environment you are in quietly trains the way you talk to yourself, you know. And according to the research from the American Psychological Association, it shows that supportive communities significantly improve confidence and accountability. And I live that truth firsthand. So when I surround myself with mentors and a community that normalize learning, progress, and imperfections, something shifted, you know. Instead of hearing, you're not ready, I started hearing you are learning. Okay. And instead of hearing, you should know this already, it became you're doing better than you think. And that external encouragement slowly became internal, and my inner voice softened it. It became more patient, it became more grounded, it became more empowering. And in this business, I didn't just gain system and skills. I gained an environment that remind me who I was becoming, especially on days when I doubted myself. And for sure, we all go through this journey, where there's moments where we doubt ourselves. But thanks to the support of the community, they uplift you. They listen to you, but at the same time, they uplift you to motivate you to continue moving forward. So when you place yourself in spaces where growth is expected and supported, your mindset upgrades naturally. Okay, your thoughts align with possibilities instead of fear, and confidence stops feeling forced. It becomes practice. Like we mentioned, practice, practice, practice. That's how you build confidence. So
Yes.
you don't rise alone. You rise in an environment that reflects back your potential until you can fully see it yourself. So yes, that's one of the things, we come to this online business, and many times we don't believe in ourselves, but the people that are in the community, they believe in us before we start believing in ourselves.
Mm.
But eventually, we start believing, with that confidence and that support from the community. So that's it for this point. Um, so let's see what is our key takeaway for this topic. Karen? Okay, Isabel, go ahead.
You don't eliminate doubt by waiting for confidence. You eliminate doubt by choosing new thoughts, new words, and new actions consistently.
Yeah, so that's our key takeaway for this topic. And we have arrived to the end of our live. So hopefully, you learned something today. So we went through, how to rewire your inner dialogue. So we started with talking to ourselves with positive words. Then, one of the mistakes that we do sometimes is, talking negative words to ourselves. And then how to reframe those negative thoughts and start reframing into positive. And then after that, the repetition into working on positive words, and start repeating those words, and that's how you start shifting your mindset. And besides that, also be surrounded of a supportive community that will uplift you, that will motivate you. So those are the ways that you can rewire your inner dialogue. So if you want to be part of a global online community that uplift you, that motivate you, that believe in yourself before you do, here are 3 ways that you can do that. You can either put in the comments more info, or you can send us a private message and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Or you can register directly into our websites that appear on the screen. Just your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch our free webinars. So we do have free webinars in North America on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and UK Wednesdays and Fridays. So in UK, you're gonna catch the replay, and in North America, you can catch them from 5 p.m. PST all the way to 8 p.m. EST. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar. So that one you can register for either day or for both. And the second link is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably wondering, so what is it that we're going to find out on the webinar? On the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also, you got the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start this online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So, again, if you want to learn more about this online business opportunity, put in the comments more info, send us a private message, or you can register directly into our website. So we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our contents. We also want to say thank you for the comment from Pat Keating, and also the like emoji from Pat Keating and Terry Fenton. So thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
So saying that, let's find out what is our topic for next Sunday. Arigato.
Our topic for next Sunday, the abundance mindset. How to think bigger this year.
Yes. So that's what we're gonna be talking next Sunday. So don't miss it. Continue
Yes.
working, on the mindset. So this month will be about mindset.
Yeah.
So seeing that we have arrived to the end of our lives, so thank you again for being here with us today. We want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Sunday for those who are on Sunday, and a happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday, and a happy and blessed week ahead for everyone. So thank you again for being here with us today, and until the next episode of the Eagles in Digital Business, a Candy chat with.
All of
All of
us.
us.
Thank you, everyone. God bless you all, and thank you
Thank
for
you
watching.
all.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Have a blessed week ahead.